All right, we're back. This is our last stop of the trip, Atwood, Kansas, and this is one of my favorite dealers. We've been here a couple times, and this is really a story of the small town dealer and how things are stacked against them. These guys are not a big dealer. They've been in business for a very, very long time. You know, with the new EVs coming out, Chrysler is making them buy a $50,000 EV charger, all the tools and everything like that. And it's just, it's hard for these guys to stay alive. They didn't sell that many cars. They weren't a huge dealer, but they just closed down their franchise because they couldn't do it. These guys even survived the bankruptcy. So this video is going to be showing you lots of neat stuff that they have here, but also it's kind of a story of the small town dealer and how it's going away, because Chrysler doesn't want these guys around anymore. They want the big corporate stores. They want the guys in the malls by the freeway in the big towns. This is a very small town in Kansas, and they've survived and they're thriving, but they just had to give up the franchise because Chrysler made them pay $100,000 for an EV charger and tools and all that stuff. And well, they aren't going to sell that many EVs in Kansas. We're going to start off in the attic because it's supposed to, again, it was 95 yesterday. It's supposed to be close to 100 today. So you start off in the highest place. That is also the warmest place. Pretty dark up here. There's light bulbs, but none of them seem to be working. And this wheel, lots of tools up here. Evan's going through a bunch of this stuff. Looks like these are the newer service tools over here. Some of the records for the business. We actually got, the last time we were here, we got their handwritten ledger of all the new cars they sold new, back to when the dealer was new. Again, we're not a very big dealership, but they sold a few kind of cool cars. They sold a 1960 Dodge with a cross ram Matador. It's a pretty rare car. They make that many of them. Ow, that's my head on a beam. Ouch. Dodge truck overflow tank. Lots of newer sending units. Some window cranks. Those are, look at those part numbers. That means that's like post-war stuff. Lots of tools and stuff. Tube radios. You know, these attics kind of become catch-alls for everything in these dealers. Stuff goes up here and it doesn't really come back down. I like these old toolboxes. I'm not sure how complete they are. You find the foams, but the tools are usually gone. There's a 49 case, which I don't really want to carry down those stairs. It's an open, so yeah, we're not taking that. That's neat. That's a baby Hemi right there. Those are some more NOS wheels. Case. Oh, it's a case sign. That's kind of neat. Time to start digging, see what we need up here. I'll get back into you. All right, we're on the next bay. Brush muffler. Not sure what we're gonna do for engine run stand. Cordova taillight. I think that's A100. Step. It's a Cornet 4-door door skin. Oh, that's old stuff in here. Again, it's kind of a catch-all. It's kind of a 80s Chrysler sign, but it's a little new for us, and I don't like stuff that takes up floor space. How many exhaust pipes do you want? Because there are a ton here. And honestly, I don't buy exhaust pipes anymore unless I 100% know what they are, because they're super hard to identify. Second gen Cummins truck grill. This is neat. Space saver spare, and that's a Crate 440. Brand new from Chrysler. Still sitting here. Fortunately, it's gotten a little wet. Some radios, a few more NOS pieces. Yeah, Jim, the owner, said he found a couple air grabber switches in here, like 70 Roadrunner. So yeah, we're gonna dig and see if we can find anything else, because if we found that, we might find something else. Nice snow tires up there. Still need some 16s for my Wagoneer. Maybe I'll find some in here. Walker mufflers. Yeah, look at that ceiling. It's like turn of the century. I talked to Jim. He said the dealership was actually started in 1919. How crazy is that? been in business for 100 years and you can't operate as a Chrysler dealer anymore. It's kind of a shame, it really is. Lots of cool tires, but it's hard to buy tires if you don't have sets, because you'll probably never find another one. All right, back to more digging. All right, here's our used car lot. Kind of a unique custom-made sign. You don't use that. Looks like they used one of the 3x6 cans. If you're a Chrysler sign nerd like I am, that's the Valiant sign. Use that side. The Chrysler Plymouth Authorized Service, a few others. We got this old school painted sign over here for the used car lot. So CW Beam Guard Co. Inc. Used trucks with the Pentastar. But yeah, don't want to buy a car from the Midwest. Too much salt. More at the front of the building, but I wanted to show you more stuff they have out here. Last time we were here, they actually had a couple signs back there we bought. We got an early Hemi over here. Big tire pile. Love the early Hemis. Not sure what they came off of. It came out of a truck, but it's kind of a got a dual single intake, which is kind of neat. I think they came out of a big truck is what he said. Big Goodyear sign on the Goodyear rack. Power wagon back there. There's some repair bay with the tools and stuff. Again, old school dealership. Here's the old school showroom. Parts room back there. Old pictures in front, old street rod. That's cool. It's a 16 Matador that was a factory Ram car. That's their tow truck trying to get doing a wheelie, trying to get a car out. Just old school all around. Lots of stuff in the parts shelf. We got about, I call it 4 Costco bins of stuff out of here. Nothing like, oh my God, but like temp senders and seals and tranny kits and lots of just regular stuff. I said they just closed down, so they have some modern stuff too. And they got AC, which is really nice because it's extremely warm outside. Here's the showroom. That's Jim over there. And little known, that cashier right there is actually from the certified car care from the mid-60s. Really? Yeah. There was a certified car care like thing that hung up, and that's one of the things that I've gotten a couple of those at dealers. And I never knew what it was till fairly recently. Huh. Still has some of the old signs up. Yeah, the way Chrysler's treating these guys is, it's not really fair. The big guys are winning and it's not right. All right, Jim led us over to his house because there's one thing I really wanted to show you. It actually wasn't the Lil Red, but it's still really cool. This is on my Mopar bucket list. I've never owned a Lil Red before, but one day I will. This is his 340 Barracuda, correct? Yep, 340. Lane sticker on the back. And sold new at CW Beam Guard Motor Co. Atwood, Kansas. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It has the hood scoops. All right, one thing I really wanted to show you, which I was kind of hoping it would be at the dealership so I get a picture of it, but here we go. This is their old tow truck. How cool is an M37 tow truck? Did you get a gas tank for it finally? No? This thing is so neat. It's like a parade vehicle. Still has the galvanized top on it and the flathead 6. I just love everything about this. Still got the dealer name. How late were you using this as a tow truck?
Oh, probably 15 years ago.
15 years ago, yeah. So an M37 Dodge will still be in a tow truck in 2000. Oh yeah, I mean.
Blizzard, you'd want to be riding this.
Oh yeah, it'll go anywhere.
Yeah, I would.
Yep. Big old push bumper, studded tires.
2 heaters with one underneath the passenger seat plus the dashboard.
Nice, 2 heaters. If you're stuck in a blizzard, get an M37. It'll get you home. Oh, even the spotlight on the roof too. It's got the wheels and the pickup on the back. Yeah, I really like this truck. Jim's a good dude. He's a small town guy in a very successful dealership. They don't have the Chrysler franchise anymore, but they're still busy. Everybody in the town knows him, trusts him. And for us, we're fully loaded and it's time to go home. Let me just give you one last look. We got some letters from a business. Of course, the Ford tractor sign. Here's a bunch of NOS parts. That's a 69 Cuda finish panel, 64 Plymouth finish panel, and boxes full of trim. And one last look in the trailer. It is full of stuff like always. Some plastic signs, 58 Plymouth fenders. We never come home empty on these trips. Yeah, a Chevy rack, I know, AC Delco, but still, we couldn't help ourselves. All right, we now have a 22-hour drive home. We'll see you soon.